I think for a favourite, she's absolutely
I knew
stunning.
you were going to say her because you liked the fluttering through lace one, didn't you?
I did. Loved that one. And potentially with the gold gilded butterfly wings.
Can you guess which one mine is? Hi.
There's too many to choose from. Hi everyone. Which is your favourite, Mel? This one.
Hi, welcome to live shopping. Look at that.
Brand new. Launching right now.
All of this, all of it. Look, all of it, and
that too.
Isn't that
60.
Beautiful? I don't think I have the words for this.
No, I don't. It's hard to put them into play, isn't it?
They are absolutely exquisite. So a few weeks ago, we brought you fluttering through lace. This is fluttering through winter. How beautiful is this? I'm going to do a whole set of mugs.
A whole set of mugs. Oh, this one's sublimation. It's going to
Right.
look so good. And your brand new heat press.
Well, I found another favourite too.
Yeah.
She's very pretty.
The florals are crazy. Look at the toadstool.
I know.
So this collection you're going to find from Fluttering Through Lace, the images then reworked for Christmas. So all winter inspired.
Aren't they just? Ellen Ross, even everyone's still very warm. Thank goodness for my neck fan. I know, right? I've got 3 arriving. I'm driving home like that because I'll have all 3 around my neck.
I'd have one on each arm.
I'll be like that, one around my feet. Welcome to live shopping. Good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us. It's too warm out there, isn't it?
Too what? It's 20. I got in my car. It was 28 degrees.
Ooh. Too warm. Stay inside with us. That's the best place to be, isn't it? We can have a lot of fun and teach you stuff along the way. So first of all, let me introduce you to tonight's team. We've got Sophie on cameras. She is. We've got David demonstrating for you.
Bonjour.
We've got Lewis on production.
Hello.
And you got me for an hour. Sorry about that. Are you all getting ready for Doncaster? Are you going? If you're not going, we've got some good stuff tomorrow, aren't we?
Oh yeah, for those who can't make it. Unfortunately, you're going, aren't you, on Sunday?
I'm going on Sunday to demonstrate Scan and Cut,
Yes.
but we're here Friday and Saturday.
We're here Friday and Saturday. The full team are going to be there through the weekend. I'm going tomorrow to help set up, which is really exciting. Get to put all of the stuff out for you on the stand. I'm unfortunately not going to be there, I'm afraid. I'm here.
Because you're going on holiday.
Well...
Don't feel guilty about going on holiday.
Well, I'm going on holiday Monday. But there's a lot to sort out, guys. But yeah, you're going to have an amazing weekend.
And Alan Renault's patchwork guy, Alan Renault, because I just called Alan, didn't he? Sorry. So in Renault patchwork guy, says, hi David and Mel, you both do an amazing job and I can't wait for Doncaster this Saturday. Brilliant. Oh, I'm really glad you're going. Popped in for a bit. We'll be going in a while. Well, that's rude, Sarah Jane. I don't know if we can let you do that.
Only a while. Stick around.
Right. So let me tell you a little bit of about live shopping and how you can watch us. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop with us on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do to shop that product is literally type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video, and that will put it into a basket for you. It really, really couldn't be easier. Seriously. Then we're going to send you a message. And in that message, there will be a link. You're going to click that link and that will take you to our website, highlightcrafts.com. Now, it's really important that A, you have an account with us, and B, you log into that account, because you will then get your club benefits. So the price that you're seeing on your screen right now is not the price that you're going to pay. You're going to pay less because you're going to get your club discount, and that will depend what tier you're in. The more money you spend with us, the bigger the discount you get. You'll also get loyalty points for every single £1 that you spend. And on a basket spend over £35, you won't pay any postage. However, if you just want the download tonight, there's no postage anyway, because it's a digital download. You could be crafting with this while we're still on air. That's how exciting it is. If you prefer to shop with us on the website, you can do that as well. It's super easy. Just go to highlightcrafts.com, click watch live, press play, and then as soon as we start, all the items will appear down the side of your screen. You just select the ones that you wish to purchase and they'll appear at the top in a little red shopping bag. When you're ready to check out, click on that bag and it will take you through that process. Also, from midnight, you can shop the day's deals. So I know there's a lot of you, I imagine you all sat there in bed in your jammies like this, your phone like this, and it goes ding, ding. the midnight hour and you're like, right, highlightcrafts.com. I have this vision in my head, like that, like gaming, but faster. So that's how you can shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. Right, David, let's properly introduce
Let's do it.
this collection. I'm going to get Sophie. Will you come round, darling, please?
Come on round. I'll switcheroo.
We'll both move out, and then you can, in fact, let me move this board out the way first. And we'll put this one up at the end. I just want you to all see, and we're just going to be quiet for a minute. And I just want you, so I don't think there's anything wrong with your telly. If anyone's tuning in going, where are they? We're here. I just want you to absorb this beautiful artwork. You didn't, did you? Did you just spoil that atmospheric moment by...
That was not me.
It was you.
That was not me.
I saw you lift your leg, it was you.
No, don't. I just thought I stood on a pin.
No. Isn't that just beautiful?
It's honestly...
I can't find a big enough word to express how incredible that artwork is.
It is honestly...
Gorgeous. I mean, right, cracker boxes from this morning.
We made one with it this morning. Don't know where
Imagine that.
It is honestly beautiful. This is packed with festive cheer. We have taken the Fluttering Through Lace download, which, may I say as well, last week was ridiculously busy.
It was.
I think each and every one of you who are joining that show dipped your toe into that download. It is amazing, and the value for money was incredible. But, and we did say it spanned for multiple seasons, you loved it that much, we wanted to do it in a Christmas setting for you. So quite literally, the graphics team took the images and added the festive cheer to them, and they're honestly out of this world.
Christmas stockings.
Yeah.
Decorations for your tree. Gift boxes, gift bags, gift tags, sublimation.
Just look at the designs.
Card making, scrapbooking, good Christmas Eve boxes, place settings. Oh, I just found another favourite.
Oh, go on.
This one.
Yeah, that's just... The thing is with this, it keeps on going.
Honestly.
So each and every time you look at it, you'll see something new.
Different.
And through working with this, I've had that exact experience, which has been wonderful. Whether you want the wonderful figurines, the characters, the angels, the fairies, that are then going to run through the Christmas theme, you've then got, look at that. How wonderful is that there? What's going through there? What is that world through that archway?
And you can make them small. You can do that. So when you get to your print settings, it will ask you how many you want per page. That image could be that big.
Yeah.
If you make and sell your Christmas cards and you have a stand with cards like these, can you imagine? And then you go into get that metal leaf that Stephanie's been bringing you, use those glue pens and you go in like she showed you the other day, you put your metal leaf on top, you add your glitters, add your embossing powders, add your Cadence Products, stencil over the top. How incredibly beautiful.
It is, and we've said this and so many times.
I'm just going to keep staring. I'm really sorry. This is going to be because I keep turning around and just looking at it again.
Yesterday I decided to print every single one out because I thought it doesn't do it justice having it on a flick through of a piece of paper for you.
How beautiful is that?
I mean, look at all of that design there, wrapping around the branches, and then this lace is just strung around it. And as I was saying, when I was printing them off, and I thought, right, okay, we can print it on an A3 sheet, flick through it and show it you.
No,
it doesn't do it justice at all.
No.
We had to print every single one out so you could see it in, of course, A4 size, which is most likely the size you're going to print at home.
And these are printed on our regular pure print.
Yes, they are.
These aren't printed on our premium.
This is regular pure
Imagine
print.
what they're going to look like on a premium pure
140 is this one.
The other thing that's really, really busy is gloss. Did you say we shop gloss? Where is it? Do we know where it is? Is it gloss? Oh, is it that?
Is it the Aquastone gloss?
What is it?
Oh, sorry.
Right, I'll go and find the gloss paper.
Ooh,
Bear with,
okay.
you carry on.
Shop gloss. Definitely want to get
Find
that
it.
one. It's proving popular already. Right, okay, so This design element, this was taken from, of course, inspiration of fluttering through lace. It spans over 60 designs in total over this theme. You have got the characters, the figurines, dressed with Christmas adornments. You can see here the toadstool has been completely jazzed up for the festive season. You'll find this image in the previous one, but she didn't have a Christmas dress on. There was no snow falling. She didn't have a hat on, and there was no winter berries surrounding it. It's been completely reworked. And of course, new artwork has all been introduced to create this stunning setting and effect for you. It is absolutely unbelievable. Also though, Shop Winter is going to get it into your basket for you. It is just £24.99. It should be £29.99, but for our prime time deals, for this exceptional show offer, you've got £5 saving. And also, you're then going to get your club discount off that as well, depending on which tier you're in. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, okay.
There we are. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I made this one this morning, and this is actually printed onto the concrete stucco card, which has also been flying today.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh, gone.
It's gone. But you can print it onto your heavyweights as well.
That's the world, that.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. But look at that. So that one, the design, I can't even remember which one it is. There's that one to choose from. One of these.
One of these amazing ones,
This
that one. Yeah.
That one there is the one I used for that one.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's stunning. Honestly, when you look at them, I understand when people go to art galleries and they look at a painting and weep. They literally look at it and they're just like, oh.
Yeah.
You're absorbing the beauty. That's how you feel when
Absolutely.
you look at this artwork. It's incredible.
And you've got some for the younger ones, some for the teenagers, for the older generation. It's just exquisitely beautiful, and it's layer on layer on layer on layer of design and detail. Absolutely magnificent. How many are there? 60?
60 designs altogether, and then you've got the indexes, of course, to go through. You'll find something unique and different in every single image.
Absolutely amazing. Right, we'll go to the gloss card in a minute, but we've got some questions. Valerie9 says, will you be doing these rice papers printed?
Right, okay. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Right now, I can't say 100% for certain. It potentially may happen, but at the moment, there's quite a lot happening. And right now, so many of you are wanting it as downloads. If there is a demand for it to be of printed rice papers, and if you're sat at home thinking, I would love this on A3 or A4, drop it in the comments and I will feed it back to the team and we'll see what we can do, okay?
Diane's asking me, does the word incredulously work, Mel? Absolutely, but look at it.
What's that one big word from Mary Poppins?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's the biggest supercalifragilistic word.
Isn't it?
Honestly, you see something different in every image.
I
The colours.
can't stop looking at it. And I know that sounds like I'm putting it on. Seriously.
Look at that.
When we did the first one, do you remember when we did the first one and David was doing a little bit of video? And I barged in and went, wow, what's that?
Yeah.
And he said, it launches tomorrow morning. I'm like, who's on the show with you? He said, I'm doing it by myself. I said, no, you're not now, you're not. Because I just wanted...
Look at the green dress.
I mean, oh, David, every time you pull a board off, there's more.
There's more. Look at her there, literally dancing through the fields of Christmas.
Do you know what's the most difficult thing to get right? Is faces and hands. And look at that little cherub
Look how beautiful she is.
And then that look... You can tell by
honestly.
the look on their face what kind of character they are, and that is a sign of a really, really good piece of artwork.
It is. I mean, that I think actually could be a favourite. Yeah. There is so much happening in there, and all of the colours are complementary. And then that real deep pop of red poinsettia down in the front there just sets it off.
Imagine that with your Crimson Noel.
Yeah, it would work so well.
Beautiful.
This is it.
Right.
It would work well
okay.
together.
The what?
It would work well.
I know it would. I know, right? Rachel G says, when printing on rice paper, does there need to be a special setting on the printer, please?
Great question. No, there doesn't. You can use standard printer settings. I don't tend to manipulate the printer settings when it comes to rice paper. I know a few of you do, and you've said you've had okay results with it. I always find if you do photo settings, it drops a bit more ink than it should.
Right.
And the rice paper will just soak it up and it takes longer to dry.
I'm being told off by Mrs. H. No.
Oh, go on.
I thought my sound had gone wonky. No, I just wanted to absorb the beautiful artwork. Absolutely beautiful. Karen Halbert says, who is there tomorrow demonstrating, please? Nobody's demonstrating tomorrow.
Workshops.
Friday is the workshop day. Saturday, I think, Stephanie's definitely on the stand. I don't know who else is on the stand demoing.
Amanda?
We've got two make and take tables. Amanda might be doing suspects, but honestly, we've been in here so much, I haven't even thought about who's going to Doncaster, but most of us will be there. I think there's only me and you not going.
Yeah, I think
right?
so.
And I'll be there on the Sunday.
Someone's got to hold the fort, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Get ready for a warm though, because it's warm tomorrow. Like
Yes.
hot,
Put your
hot,
neck
hot.
fans on.
Get your neck fans. Take anything that you need with you.
It's always hot the Doncaster weekend, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I remember when I was dressed as Dolly Pollard. Who's Dolly Pollard?
Sue Pollard and Dolly Parton's child. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That
When you kind of words like that, really.
No, I'm not. One with the big old balloons. That's what I was dressed. I was hot, basically, wearing that.
Yeah,
The 2 foot
absolutely.
synthetic wig.
Or the word from Mary Poppins, can't spell it, lol. Right, I missed the cracker die. Jane Preston, we've done a new one.
New one.
It's not a die, it's an SVG file or a template.
It is indeed. These launched today, though.
No, there was a cracker one with a scalloped edge, wasn't there, as well? So
it
check
was.
that out. It'll be under the Craftmaster brand, or it will be on, what time did we do that show?
That show was 9 a.m. today.
Was it really?
It was 9 a.m. Absolutely, it was
9 a.m.
indeed. And you can go back and watch that. You'll see it on Facebook.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm going to miss you, Karen, but we've got all the 40 here, haven't we? Somebody's got to be here, or whatever. Who's got, all those people that can't make it. Right, let's have a look at this glossy card, because this,
Look
with
at that.
this,
Well, actually, this image here was
That's
taken
one.
from the first
Absolutely it
collection,
is.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? So,
Yeah.
have a
Is it
look
her?
and see. Because a lot of them are new
down here.
editions.
No, I don't think she's an original one. I think she's new.
She's a new one. So some of them you'll find glimpses
Yes.
that have them reworked for the festive season.
But look how beautiful this is. I mean,
Gorgeous.
just let's give me that back now, please. Thank you.
Sorry.
To show the customer. You know what it looks like. Oh dear, Julie Waller says, "Oh, please do a Dolly Pollard, Dolly in an overall, hilarious."
Oh my God.
Please, I don't think certain parts of her anatomy would fit in a pair of overalls, if I'm honest. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that just glorious? It looks wet.
It does. It looks like it's been enamelled.
It does. It looks like it's got aquastone all across of it,
Do you know
doesn't
what?
it?
This looks like it's been sublimated.
Yeah, it does. 20% of this now, and I'm not surprised. This is that product that will make that product sing even louder.
It will.
It's absolutely stunning. Please don't miss out on that. Shop gloss. You get 20 sheets for $16.99. Glossy photo settings for that, and it will print like a dream. Absolutely stunning. Right, let's do the rest of the counter, because otherwise we're going to get to like 5:30 and we're still looking
I
at
know,
these
should we do it,
papers.
right?
I need to turn my back on them for a minute, because it's making me a bit like, I want to go and craft with it now.
Turn your back on them
Do you know what I
at
mean?
all.
When you get something and you just want to go and get your hands on it and use it, yeah.
So we've got, of course, the hero products, the substrates that you would typically expect to see on a rice paper show, because that's what you're going to want to need to add into your basket to be able to create exactly what you're seeing here on the show. We've got for you the Magic Bond and Seal 5-piece kit. This comes to you as a complete variety of all of the adhesives that Cadence create for decoupage surfaces. This is a fundamental. If you've not yet tried it, you're going to love it, okay? And you kind of need it if you want to go onto the surfaces we're going to be doing. You have got a matte decoupage glue. This one will be for all interior surfaces, so wooden items, glass items, all the sort of stuff that you would use in everyday use. You also have the same here, but as a gloss, so it's going to dry with a nice shiny finish for you. You've then got my favourite, your dishwasher safe adhesive. That means any of your printed rice papers that you create at home, you can decoupage onto a mug, onto glassware, onto crockery, anything at all, and it's fully weatherproof, waterproof, and dishwasher safe after it's cured after 21 days. You've then got your fabric decoupage glue, which means you can put all your rice papers on fabric through the washing machine.
Christmas stockings.
Christmas stockings.
Christmas totes.
They're gonna look so good. Antique
turn my
glue
back
as well,
again.
which is like a fabulous heirloom finish, which gives you that ever so slightly yellowing finish that you would find within old paintings that have been stored for years and years and years, but it does it for you. You're going to get each one of those 59 ml bottles. You're going to get 5 in total, and that is a complete variety and the ultimate selection of the Cadence adhesives for you.
Perfect. I mean, just,
Yeah.
perfect.
what you
Right,
need.
what's next?
We also have the larger version of the matte glue. This is your 90 ml of your decoupage matte glue. It's silky, it's smooth, it's water-based. It covers a large surface. You can use it with a sponge or a brush. Dries completely transparent, so it's very forgiving and easy to work with. But that is your decoupage matte glue.
Okay, Shop glue, $5.99.
Great
now,
price.
Ecclestone. You want this look of glass?
Yes.
This is going to be it, isn't it?
It does. It literally forms like an aqua coat. So it looks like something's been dipped in water and the water stays on the surface. You know when you get those little beads of water on petals and it creates that magnifying like the dewdrops? This is like that sort of effect, but all over. Okay, so if you've got pottery, glassware, wooden items, if you've got something in your home that's terracotta or porcelain or paper cardstock, you name it, you can put this onto any hard or soft surface and it's going to coat it and give it a solidifying, waterproof and water repelling and moisture resistant finish. So for example, you want to rice paper or paint some bathroom or kitchen tiles or maybe even a doorstep, you want to seal it, make it glossy but make it waterproof, even in heavy traffic areas. This is the one to use.
There you go. Shop varnish, $14.49. We have a question. Hi, please can you tell me if the dishwasher safe sealer will work on water decal paper?
Oh, okay, great question. So your water decal paper, the difference is what can happen if you've got a water decal paper, they will need, I would imagine, need varnishing separately. So you probably want to use, I think we had a spray lacquer varnish for those. You might still be able to find it on the website.
Okay.
I would suggest using that for it. Alternatively, you can use it, but I would probably hand wash it because the reason why the dishwasher safe glue works in the way it does is it's bonding two surfaces together. If it's just being used as a top coat, it's got nothing, it's like having a sandwich with no top layer.
Yes.
It's kind of got a filling and an under layer and then there's no bread on top. It needs to bond two things together and it'll struggle to do that because your decal adheres to itself.
Yes.
I hope I'm explaining that in the right way. But basically, I would say if you're going to give it a top coat because you want to wash it, use your Aquastone instead.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right. Okay, so everyone's saying, all right, so Barbara B says, what she said, I will have to watch all today's shows back. Oh, please do, because we've had some crackers.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. And
Wow, that was out of the box.
And 3 classes came down today, so I'll be busy for the next few days. Yes, you will. And then we've got another one that says, let me find this, Pamela Jones, just watched lesson number 4. Yes, Pamela, perfect boxes for my sublimation mugs. Thank you. You're very welcome. Very welcome. I enjoyed filming that class yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, you
and I had
did.
Andrew back
Yes,
in my
you
ear.
did.
So I'm in the middle of doing something, right, yesterday, and I'm doing this bit, and then just went, right, just pause there. So I paused. I went, what? He went, is there any reason why you're not bringing that on 4 times? And then I went, Andrew, back in your box.
He paused you before you did it.
He told me to pause so we could ask if there was a quicker way.
That's like me saying I'm about to paint this, and Andrew going, stop, can you get the paint out of the bottle before you paint?
No, he'd be saying, do you really need to use that paint? And how are you going to apply it? Are you sure you're going to apply it in the right way? I'm like, I've been doing Scanner Cup for 9.5 years, kid.
Oh, well, you know.
Honestly.
When did he ever? He never did his show.
No, he didn't, but he will do.
I've not forgotten that.
Oh, no, we're not forgetting that.
I don't think he
and he
ever went
goes
home
off for a
as.
few months in September, so he's absolutely doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the one going, just pause a minute, Andrew.
Oh,
You
yeah.
watch. I'll get all my own back, but that is happening. Right, so... Wine boxes next. I know we keep doing this because we want to look
go
at
back
it again.
to it.
I know.
The wine
Stop
boxes, these are a wonderful soft wooden surface to work onto.
Wendy Corbett says Andrew's back and Mel's already telling him off. Listen, he's already throwing his weight around, so he deserves telling off.
You've heard it.
He's like my son. Honestly, he's my adopted son, Andrew. I love him to bits. And we have a really nice relationship, but it's that kind of relationship where we just banter.
Yeah, that's
He thinks,
what it is.
he thinks he'll get one up on me, and he never does, ever.
It's all family fun.
It is.
We've got here for you the 2 wine boxes. Okay, now these don't have to be used for wine at all. They could be used for anything. But what they are is you've got a wonderful soft wood. They've got rounded edges to them, so they're really easy to decorate.
Really lovely.
You've got your brass fixings on your hardware. So you've got one on the front and you've got your hinges on the back. You also have this rope thread as well, which you can remove when you're painting it. So you just untie it and that'll come out of there. You could replace it with ribbon if you wanted to. But it will fit inside here a Prosecco, a glass of wine, or a vase of flowers, that sort of thing. But you're getting 2 for a crazy price, I must say.
You are. Shop box $12.99. I'm going to do this year. I've just decided this. I'm going to do this year for my daughter-in-law. I'm going to put the fairy in the black dress on.
Yes.
And on here. And then I'm going to get lots of little miniatures of... You can buy like beauty boxes, can't you? They have lots of stuff in.
Yeah.
I take it out, wrap it all in individual tissue and fill it.
So it's not
So
even...
she can keep going in and taking another one and another one and another one.
I love the idea.
Right, so what is the difference between the 2 decoupage glues? I thought they were both for fabric, says Anne.
Oh, right, okay. So This one here is I'm assuming we're referring to these ones, right?
Yep.
So this one here is for all hard surfaces. So you can go onto glassware, but it's not machine washable or weatherproof. It will literally go onto your decorative glassware in your home. So, you know, little plate to put your keys on,
Yep.
that sort of thing. Wooden items, tissue box, it'll go into coasters. You can varnish them afterwards. It will go onto furniture, so larger scale furniture. That's what this one's for. All of your slick and solid surfaces. This one here is your fabric decoupage glue. Now, you only want to use one glue if you're going onto fabric. There is also a smaller version of this in that Magic Bond and Seal kit, okay? As we mentioned, that kit is a variety bit, so we do have the larger bottles separately.
Yep.
If you wanted to just focus on one surface, maybe you're never even going to touch fabric, but that's your larger bottle of it. And the reason why this is different to the rest is that it's got a rubberizing compound in it, which makes it flexible, but also washable, okay? Now, what it does is it's much thicker than the rest of them. It's almost like a gel, which means it locks and soaks into the fibers whilst also gripping the rice paper, and also napkins and tissue as well you can use with this. But it means it doesn't peel, it doesn't flake, but it gives almost a slight vinyl feel to the coat. But it's literally, when you want to dry it, use a hairdryer, a couple of minutes, flip it over, so flip your fabric over, and iron on the back with no steam. And you want to do that as hot as the fabric will take, and it will set it on there, and it's washable at 30 degrees in the machine.
There you go, Anne. I hope that answers your question. Right, do we think we need to do a demo?
Yeah, do you want to quickly see it on the PC, and we'll
Yes,
play with some of the
please.
colours as well, just to have a little look.
Would you mind if I
do.
just go out and print one sheet on premium pure
Of course, go for
because
it.
I want you to see this cardstock. I'm going to nick this and take it
As
on.
well, would you mind going to Hannah's desk? Because I think there's a picture of her before and after, I think,
Yes.
on Hannah's desk.
Yes,
Okay.
will do.
All right.
And
It's
I'll
okay
be
if you
back in
can't
a minute.
find it.
I'll
All
follow
right.
along.
Right, everybody, let's have a look, shall we? So on here, we've got our papers. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can change the colours every single time. And remember, this download for you is brand new. It's only £24.99 today, okay? So you bring on a design, you bring on a paper, and you get the beautiful image, of course, with that surrounding area. But then you can change colours. So if you've got one, let's say here, with your beautiful butterflies on, and you wanted to manipulate the tones, you could then go in here and play with all of it. So you've got your purples, maybe you're going to take some of the saturation down from there as well. Look at that design that's instantly being transformed from what was this one right here. So you can see you've got complete control and flexibility with something like this. If we take a design, let's have a little look through here, because we've got the one with a large sort of opening down here. Let's have a look. There we go. We could then take one of our other beautiful characters, let's say her for example, just going to scale her down slightly, and I'm just going to use the scissors to gently go around. In fact, actually I'm going to cancel that. Let's see if we can actually just use the oval fade. See if we can just fade that down, make the background ever so slightly translucent, and then we could just pop her, bring to the front and pop her just in there. Look at that. Doesn't that look wonderful? Now it looks like she's stood in the center of that design, but her wings have just faded out to the edges. How beautiful is that? And you could probably do this with quite a few of them as well. I mean, let's take this one here. This one's got a much darker background to it, but if I take, again, the oval fade function, let's have a look. Circular, fade that down, make it ever so slightly more, make the opacity less, should I say, and then we're going to just make it a little bit smaller. Pop that there, and look, there she is. Doesn't that look absolutely stunning? Bring that colour back, place her where she needs to be, and now you're adding different layers with this download, and it keeps on going. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just one of our designs, and the one I've used for the project I'm going to share with you is one of our butterfly ones. And what I wanted to do is I'm going to grab what I'm going to cover. I've got a candle here, and for anyone that hasn't seen this particular demonstration before, this is one of my most favourite things to do with rice paper. First reason, there's quite a few of them. The first one, it's super cheap. Candle, I think, was £1, £1.50, okay, for a candle of this size. It might not have even been that. And everyone's got pillar candles lying around somewhere. Secondly, everyone loves these as a gift. When someone receives one of these as a gift, they're just like, oh my goodness, a candle. Thirdly, you get to sit back and enjoy it afterwards, but also it's really cheap and inexpensive to make. It just uses one piece of rice paper, maybe even less if you're going to do a smaller candle. So I've got the candle here, and then all I'm going to do on top of that is I'm going to print the rice paper, and then we're going to go straight onto it using very little product. Just before we do, I'm just going to take you back to the computer, because I want to show you how I ended up getting the design I've got with me. So I've dragged this one onto our page here, which has got our butterflies on it and that wonderful sort of amber and blue tone. But I need it to be landscape. Because if I was to then, of course, use this portrait as it is right now, it's not going to wrap the entire circumference around that candle. Well, at least I don't think it would. So what I'm going to do is go back into print up here and make my page landscape like that. I'm just going to take the ruler off the perimeter of our mat, or should I say screen, and I'm going to put that A4 just there, and then we are going to right click and copy, then paste, so we've got an exact duplication of that design. But then all I'm going to do here is then flip it horizontally, and we've then got a central section to the image, which you could then bring another image to the center. You could maybe put her in the middle there if you wanted to, which I think looks really nice. Wish I'd done that earlier because that looks lovely. But you can then print this out and it's going to give you a landscape design. So let's head on over to here, because what I'm going to do is then share with you the next part of the process. Remember that download, everybody, $24.99, Christmas sorted, and all I'm going to say is Christmas sorted with that download. It's fabulous, and that download was born from the initial one, so you can see the development there with this particular product. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, oh, let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just going to mention with you, I'm working with rice paper. You're going to want to know, of course, how you're going to get hold of this. So, rice paper we do have on the show. This is your pure print rice paper. You're going to get 20 A4 sheets. It's $12.99, which is a great price for 20 sheets of rice paper. I know lots of you get this during the shows, but it's really important to cover off and mention that this particular rice paper, and there's literally, I'm going to say, I've worked with rice paper now for, goodness, I can't even add up the years, but I've had lots over time where they will disintegrate, they fall apart after they've been printed, they don't hold the ink well, they bleed when they print, the ink travels in directions you don't want it to, and also they don't wash well and they don't decoupage onto all of the surfaces. So working with Cadence, we of course got all the glues to do the job, so we're like, great, tick, that's fine, we're going to cover everything that we want. But then also we need the correct rice paper to work with those. So we put it to the test and we went through loads of different types of rice paper. There's slightly different thicknesses, there's different blends. There's also ones that more so trickle into like a sumi paper, which has lots of what we call slumps in it, which is like the buildup of the pith of the cotton plant spread throughout that design. Well, that's where this rice paper then came into play. It is beautiful stuff. I'm just going to take a singular sheet out of here, unprinted first, just to show you. 20 of them in total is what you're going to be getting. It's suitable for inkjet and you can use it on a laser as well. This is incredibly smooth. See there how refined this rice paper is. There's no lumps, there's no bumps, and those lumps and those lumps and bumps caused little misprint areas. None of that with this. It's perfect.
Those lumps and bumps are paid for. And they were expensive. Oh. Right, there's yours.
Those lumps, those bumps.
Right, I need to show you this. Look at this.
You found it. Oh my goodness.
Look at that on premium pure print. How beautiful is that?
Right. That is gorgeous.
Now, the way that premium pure print works and the way that it's different to regular pure print is the length of the fibre. That's the only difference. So on the regular pure print, you've got a longish fibre, so the colour can move when it's dropped from that printer head. When it's on premium pure print, because the fibres are so tiny, it drops and it stops. Literally, that's what it does. So it keeps the clarity of that colour right throughout that design. That, my friends, is absolutely beautiful. Now, you're going to get 50 sheets of 250 premium pure print for $14.99. If there was ever a reason, look at the intensity of the red.
Ooh,
on
yeah,
there,
that pops.
the depth of that green inside there. The different layers of colours that you've got throughout her dress, that is amazing. So premium pure print, please don't put it anywhere near your skin and cat. Don't skin a cat.
Oh, gosh.
It could have been a lot worse. Scan and cut. Please don't put it anywhere near your scan and cut mat. Because of the tiny fibres, it almost makes a denser surface area and it grabs it and it doesn't want to give it you back. Backgrounds, absolutely print away on premium, but don't do reflections or put it on a scan and cut mat because you just won't get it back. It'll keep it. You'll end up running it under the sink. Glyn Wilson says, can you print straight in onto the rice paper or do you need to attach it to a piece of copier paper to go through the printer?
Yes, that's the next part. Absolutely. So as I've got this here, that's a great question. When you've got a piece of just copy paper or any lightweight paper is best suited to this, all you need to do is take some Cadence stencil spray, little spray just like that on the copy paper. Take your unprinted rice paper, this one of course is printed. You're going to lay it directly on top of that sheet of copy paper. What happens then is this gives it like a backbone. It allows it to feed through the printer easily, and it doesn't of course then curl and wrap around the rollers. And as soon as it comes out the printer, leave it for just a couple of minutes to dry, then peel your rice paper away. Absolutely no residue or adhesive is on the rice paper, that's ready to craft with, and then you've got a carrier sheet that's going to last you, well, a lifetime.
Brilliant. Wendy Corbett has a top tip. She keeps a notebook, and when we explain what each glue does, she makes a note and keeps it with the glues. Genius.
That's a great shout.
Genius.
Absolutely is.
Right, David, where are we up? Is there a right side to use when print on both pure prints? No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Right, this, before we do this project, just going to show you. Oh, go on.
You might want to sit down for this.
Oh, I'm holding
Maureen
on to the table.
C. Ready? This is where you shop at Highlight Crafts. I just purchased the new heat press from the sublimation show earlier, £189.99, and after my club discount and my saved points, it only cost her £23.27. I'm going to do a high five for you there, love.
What? Imagine getting that for 20 what?
£23.27.
Yeah, you've made a really good choice there. That heat press
Wow.
is phenomenal. And I was thinking earlier, before the show, I was thinking about bigger t-shirts and stuff. You just fold them in half.
I know. I know.
Well, where does it all go? You fold it in half.
Fold it in
Honestly, I can't wait to do
Right.
more shows with that.
Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant.
So good.
And I love the fact it's industrial.
Yeah.
Because how many are you going to go? How many craft ones are you
Well,
going
it's
to
like
go
the sister
through?
of the mug press. They
Yes,
both go together on the
they
desk
do.
and they just look, it's just right.
Right, come on then, let's
Okay,
get
so,
some now. You're welcome, Maureen.
Oh, absolutely, Maureen. I'm just going to share with you, this is what I was going to do earlier. So this is, switch it
Wow.
round, fluttering through lace. Okay, that there was the initial, for this particular design, that was the initial artwork that you will have if you bought Fluttering Through Lace. Now, look at this, Fluttering Through Winter. That's what's happened
look
here.
at that.
So the images have been taken as inspiration and turned for Christmas time. That's what's been done. This is one of the most clever design concepts that we have done here and been able to then
Absolutely.
change and gone, right, do you know this? We want it Christmas. And we've done it. That is magic, absolute magic. So that's what you're going to experience with a lot of the papers in here is you'll see,
Okay.
oh, I recognise that face. Oh,
Alan,
yeah.
Alan, I need you to do me a favour, love. Please stop apologising for asking questions.
Yeah, never
Because it
apologise.
makes me feel really bad because I'm like, we don't ever apologise. Please don't sit there and think, oh God, they'll be sick of me. Please don't, because we're not. This is what we're here for. Are you allowed to teach how to use Micro Studio software in my local craft club? Absolutely.
No, don't see why not.
Absolutely.
They can
Go
all
ahead.
download it too.
Well, they can download it for free.
Well, yeah,
So
exactly.
you know what? Absolutely.
Just as long as obviously the artwork that you're working with is, of course, you've got the angel policy.
Yes, if you're working with stuff from us, it's fine. If you're working from anywhere else and they're going to make and sell, then you need the correct commercial license, which is what we do for you. But you can teach with anything that comes out of Highlight
Exactly.
Crafts.
And as well,
Absolutely, don't worry about that.
when you purchase that artwork, it's also that angel policy is
Yes.
for yourself because you've purchased that
Yes.
artwork. It only applies to yourself, whoever is the purchaser of that artwork. Okay, it's not exactly transferable.
No,
thing.
so we buy the correct commercial
Yeah.
license so we can sell it to you and you can sell it to your customer.
Yeah.
That's the correct
You
commercial
sell the
license that we
outcomes.
get.
Yeah.
Right, love.
Okay, so what we were
This
going
is
to do?
lovely. That
it's good.
colour's amazing.
So we mirrored the
On
design.
a rice paper.
I know, it's gorgeous. This is on an inkjet printer. Okay, this is our bog standard inkjet.
I'm sorry, I'm doing that really annoying
Do
thing.
it,
A
do
quarter of the gloss is now allocated
Oh
in people's
wow!
baskets.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So what we're going to do is I've got this rice paper. I've printed the design on here. I want to take it from. Let's have a look. I'm going to take the design off from the bottom of this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look at this one here, and I'm just going to do a little fold just there so it indicates where I need to cut, and I'm going to cut it slightly larger than the candle. Okay. So we're going to take our rice paper and a metal rule, and we're just going to
Look at
use.
you being professional.
Oh, I know, right?
tearing.
What's all this about?
I don't
Well,
know.
you can tear it beautifully, but with this particular one, because I want a really nice professional
Yeah, you do.
finish, I think it's going to look really good with just that fine cut.
Yep.
So then I'm just going to take this border off, which was my print border. So we're going to remove that. Okay, let's get that gone. And then all I'm going to do now is then start from one end, okay, and then work my way around and see how long this is. Right, okay, I can take that there away. So then I'm just going to trim right down there. Now at this point you could tear these and do a feathered edge here too. So all I'm going to do is you don't have to always wet it either. I'm literally just going to use my finger and thumb on both hands and prise it apart.
Oh, that's a top tip.
So if you were to tear it like that, it will go off in its own direction, but you can stay in control also by pinning it down, whatever you find easier. There we go, like that. And then the other side I'm just going to pinch.
Sandra Little says, thank you, Mel. I thought it was a silly question, so I've been holding back. There's no such thing as a silly question.
No.
You know, when you went to school at the beginning and they asked you what 2 and 2 is, and you didn't know, okay, you learned, didn't you?
Of course you did.
Because you asked the question, and that's what we do here.
You only learn things through that process.
There's no such thing as a silly question. If you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer.
I literally say that, and then I'll go up to somebody here or anywhere and go, I'm sorry, can I just ask a question? I know why we all do it. We just do it. It's like if you wear something or a top, like if you wear a t-shirt and someone goes, oh, that looks nice, and you go, oh, this old thing, I've had it 10 years. Sometimes you just want to go, actually, yeah, you know what, it's
absolutely.
Nice. Just, don't apologise at all.
No, please don't.
Own it.
Yeah.
Let's just tear this away. So I've just meticulously tore that, and I may have just tore it ever so slightly too. Oh, perfect, spot on. Right, okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to use our stencil spray to aid us in the next process.
Oh.
So what we're going to do is I've got a bin here, very glamorous. So
Saying that out loud.
got a bin there. And I'm just going to spray a stencil spray onto the back of the rice paper. Right, and that's going to serve no other purpose than just helping us whilst it actually melts in. So we're going to lay that on the candle, starting from one edge like this, so you're going to keep it nice and straight. There we go, wonderful. And then we're going to wrap around, okay? Wrap it around your candle until it gets to the other side. There we go, but do yours straight, unlike me.
Now, you obviously can't burn the candle when you've done this.
Well,
Put this in the middle of your table.
We don't suggest to burn it.
No,
I know a lot
I
of people you at home have, and you said
Have
they've
you?
been fine. Yeah, loads of people upload pictures of theirs, but I always suggest, why am I not getting it straight now?
I don't know, love. Maybe candle's wonky. Have you thought about that?
I bought a wonky candle, trust
You
me.
bought a wonky candle. Some mothers do have them, don't they?
There, this is it. I've got a wonky candle, guys. So we're going to work with our wonk. So that's on there now. Right. Okay.
Yes, Karen, I will pass on your message for you to Diane.
Okay, lovely. So then we get our heat gun. Okay, so you're going to bring it up to temperature, and I'm going to start with the seam, which actually was quite hard to find.
The vibrancy of that colour is beautiful.
It is honestly amazing. And what happens here? I'm not going to do the whole candle.
I actually can't get over the quality of that colour.
Yeah, I know. It is crazy. So all I'm doing right now is I'm melting the wax, and it's going to soak through. Can you see it soaking through the rice paper?
Yeah.
As soon as heat comes to it, automatically it soaks through, and it will go straight into it. See how the colour's coming out there?
I can see it, yeah.
So it soaks all the way through, it melts it and bonds it directly to the front facing side of the candle. So the outer edge is then wax again, okay? It like instantly soaks through. I'm gonna do it on this butterfly here so you can see it. It's really hard to pick up, but basically, what we then have here is that's now wax on the top of there because the wax is melted through. So then you've got your candle.
That's gorgeous.
You're going to go all the way around, and then these candles, you can buy lit LED ones, which are going to light up the whole thing.
Yeah.
But imagine having that as a gift, because then
it'll go in the box. Sophie, that'd look really nice in your new home.
I think it would.
I'm just saying, wouldn't it?
So you've then made your candle as a gift. It's going to go in your handmade gift box.
That's Sophie's secret Santa for this year, right?
Right, Sophie, how quickly do you forget things? And then tie that up, put a nice pretty bow on it.
Oh, look at that.
So we've then made our candle in a box. That worked out well. And then you've got the whole thing finished. And then whoever gets this home opens it up. They open it up inside and go, ooh, a lovely candle.
Isn't that fabulous?
Isn't it gorgeous though?
I love it.
This is gift making made simple, easy and cost effective. That there has, has used one sheet of rice paper and a piece of card.
Absolutely. Wendy Corbett says, Mel, may I just say thank you all for doing the cracker box template I emailed last week. I was so happy this morning. I did a happy dance, so I need to see your happy dance. You're very, very welcome. You all loved that. I said to Becky, we need to do more box designs,
I
don't we,
love
really?
this. It's such a good idea.
It's cool, isn't it?
I love it. It's fab. I've
But
always wanted one.
on Tuesday, it's on the Scan and Cut show, and I'm actually going to physically make and cut the big one,
Are you going to
the
do
double
it?
one.
Oh, I'm not gonna
And then
see
I'm going
it.
to show you how to put apertures in it and decorate it up. So Tuesday, Scan and Cut shows, make sure you stay tuned there as well.
I might watch that.
I could make a big SVG Christmas cracker, lanterns with battery LED lights to add a festive, spectacular lighting. Yes, you could. Absolutely.
Do it all?
What we do here at Highlight Crafts is try and bring you the best artwork we possibly can. Because when you start with really smart cooking a meal, if you start with really poor ingredients, you're going to get a poor result. If you start with really good ingredients, the best that you can afford, you're going to enjoy that meal, aren't you? It's exactly the same with this. There isn't, sometimes, you know, when you go into a shop, and I've done this many, many, many times, and bought a 12 by 12 paper pad, and you flick through it and you're like, yeah, I love that one, love that one. Maybe that one's nice. Yeah, I need that one in about 12 different colours. And you go through and there's a few that you'll use a lot, and there's a few that are a bit like that, and there's a couple that you're like, no, never in a million years. This, as a paper snob, or the paper snob,
The title?
as Stephanie called me the other day, because I am, because it's important to me that when I'm making something and I'm gifting it to somebody that I love, it's the best that it can be, because it's part of me. And that's important. There absolutely is not a bad one amongst these.
No, there's not a single
at
one.
all.
Not a single one that you
None
wouldn't
of
use. Not a single one you wouldn't find a purpose to
Nope.
use. They're all functional. I mean, when we
Absolutely
talk
exquisite.
sublimation, I mean,
Mugs.
imagine these. Did you see this morning the stuff? Did you see my sack this morning?
No.
It looked. it honestly,
It's not, no.
through that heat press, it looked amazing. You should have seen it.
I will look at it later on.
I can't even tell you how beautiful these designs look.
No. After Dumbo and the look I got in that meeting, no. I know. No.
Don't even know what you're talking about. But honestly,
that.
this is the broadest Christmas selection of this theme that we have done here at Highlight Crafts. You've got 60 designs, 60 individual different designs.
Look at that.
I mean, look, honestly. That wreath, it looks like it's floating. Oh, Mel, you didn't see the stuff we did on Minecraft Studio before you left a few
No,
moments
can you
ago.
do
I'll have to
something
show.
else?
Yes, I can do something else.
But that, you cut, right, so your card maker, right? You cut that down, and you cut that down, and that's your card front,
Yeah.
right? And
Absolutely.
then you decorate it up. This is stunning, guys. Please don't miss out on this. We do have another hour of this tomorrow, don't we?
We do 9 o'clock tomorrow.
9 o'clock
This is going to be
tomorrow.
back for you. So for anyone that's
Absolutely.
unfortunately not been able to join, you'll be able to see it.
Does the candle fit in the box, please? Yes?
Yeah,
It's
it
in
does.
there.
It does.
Look, candle box. So this is the biggest you can do on an A3 piece of card on your Scan and Cut. So you'll need a 12 by 24 inch mat. But yes, absolutely it fits in the box. How
Yeah,
cool is that?
It does.
Right, David, go on then.
So was it monochrome we wanted to have a little look at? Okie dokie.
Oh, right, okay.
So, let's have a look.
Okay.
Right, so we've got some other items from Cadence on the show as well. A staple, a fundamental, something that's every day on my trolley, on my desk, always is, always will be, is the Gesso's black and white for you. 150 ml of both of the tins there. So you're going to get 300 mils in total. Highly pigmented, very dense in texture as well. Great for stenciling alone if you just want to use it neat, but also base coating. So when you're talking rice paper, if you've got a darker surface, you're going to want to add the light to it and heighten that surface so it allows all the colours on the paper to actually pop and stand out. If you decoupage rice paper onto, well, a very dark wood or a dark surface, you're going to lose the colour. And you don't want to do that when you've printed it yourself.
No, it's that beautiful.
Use the white or the black for either one of those options. That there for you, though, is going to get you 300 litres of gesso. And it's only $11.99 for the pair of them. What an amazing duo.
Do you know what? I'd buy sweatshirts and put these on.
Yes, absolutely.
And we do, if you haven't gone down the sublimation route, we do the transfer paper.
We do.
And we do one for dark colours and one for light colours.
Yeah.
So if and that's a really, really inexpensive way of being able to put these onto different fabrics.
Yeah, that's something you've
They'd
got to
be
give a go.
t-shirts. Just little t-shirts for the kids in the summer. I mean, they're just beautiful, aren't they? Right, so What's next?
Okay, what's next?
Coasters.
We're going to have a look at our coasters. So these are going to look wonderful on your dining tables or a coffee table at Christmas.
She meant this box.
Oh.
But you meant the cracker box.
Ah.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Look
Absolutely.
at that. I'm not going to drop it down because I don't want to get it out. There you go. You will. You'll just have to
tip it
tip it
upside
upside down. Yeah. No, now look, it'll drop on my foot today.
You have to have a really long wick to be able to pull it up.
You would, yeah.
So you've got your coasters here. This is a set of 6 coasters. It does also come with the base of the holder with the 3 dowels in there. It's a wonderful gift, but also it means you've got 6 different gifts. I actually used these when I was actually making some coasters at Christmas for my mum, and I did different photos of the family on there. I didn't use my actual content artwork, but I used photos and printed them onto rice paper and put them on here. And it was a table present for Christmas, and she loved it so much. And they're out all the time. And do you know what? For the price that they are and what you can do with them,
they're
that's
brilliant.
phenomenal.
Yeah, they are. I used the wood burning gel on
yeah,
those the other week. Yeah, it did really well. Right, so imagine Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. You go around to your friends and your family, or you present them with a Christmas Eve box, and inside there is loads of hot chocolate stuff, marshmallows. So the moulds that we had on, those chocolate coins, those round baubles that had the words on them, those in chocolate, with the wrapped in gold, the gold foil. Wow, my words are going now. Gold foil.
Yes, that's the one, the metal foil.
In here, in the Christmas Eve box, with a set of 4 mugs that have been sublimated with these, a set of coasters that you've got these on in rice papers, and all that Christmas goodness, and a pair of matching pyjamas. Wouldn't that be just the best thing ever?
So. Yeah, I think that would be just absolutely
love that
fabulous.
idea. And they'll bring those mugs out every year. It'll become a Christmas thing. It'll become
forever,
a tradition,
don't they?
won't it? Right, shall we have another...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Go on,
We can do.
another quick look.
Just a quick mention as well, the hybrids. We do have the monochrome bundle here for you as well. This is an all waterproof paint. As you know, hybrids, they go on every surface. But for those of you who aren't familiar with the paint, if you want to paint a surface, this is going to cover it. You can use it, of course, on wood, metal, concrete, anything that's within your home right now, other than candles, you can paint this onto.
Yep.
And it's all water-based. It's not going to peel off or chip or flake off or fade. Fabric, the lot. And it's dishwasher safe, machine washable and fully weatherproof, but you get in the monochrome, so it's a duo of the most used colours ever.
Brilliant.
Okay. So what we were doing earlier, Mel, is I'd got this and I flipped this basically, and I've stitched those together.
Screen, is that right? I'm going to come out of here and have a proper look.
Okay, I'll show you what we did. We'll just use some different images too. So grabbing the scenes like this, and then taking the images. Now you really liked this one, didn't you? Which was the silhouette.
Oh, you love her.
So then I took her into the circular fade down and just scaled the image down slightly and then popped her in the middle.
Oh, I love that.
Like that. How wonderful is that image? And there's so many different things you can do with this. So for example, if I took that one out, we go back to your index. Always have a look at what colours you've got as a starting point, and that's going to be really interesting where it takes you. Now this is a Christmas inspired design, but if you wanted it to be summer, you can still do that, because look at that.
Yeah, look.
Isn't it absolutely exquisite?
I love that. Honestly, Micro Studio, it just blows my mind every time I see it.
It does. And if you're ever changing colours and you think they look too acidic or they look too saturated, you literally take the saturation down. So you get the muted colours of that version. That variant then takes you through loads of different colours. Let's have a little look. So designs like this one. I mean, look at the sunset in the background. It's absolutely exquisite.
It's just amazing, isn't
and
it?
I love as well that you've got that. So this would be a very majestic image to be like back to back. So if you'd got this one, because you've got that tree that's almost in half there, if you then duplicated this one and flipped it around back to back, you could have it so it's like the whole sky.
Oh, look at that. She looks like
trees.
she's going, it looks like something magical.
Yeah.
Like she's going to walk into that circle and go, oh,
Look
that's
how
lovely.
amazing it is. It's crazy. It really looks lovely. Now, those papers that we did earlier on the candle, which was this one and that one,
paper.
we could have then used that image that we just did of her and put that over the top.
I still can't get over the quality of the colour on rice paper on that design.
I know. Look at the vibrancy.
It's
If I just
so
make that
intense.
bigger.
It looks like it's been printed on premium pure print.
Yeah, it really does, and that's there on your screen. I mean, again, look at some of these. You can see them close up in detail individually here, which I think is really important, but look at that. Honestly, it is striking. Look at her there. She's almost like in the clouds of snow, and there's something different to be explored with each and every image, whether you want florals, background, scenery, whether you want to mirror them, landscape or portrait. I also love the playful aspect of having daisies in here too.
I do too.
It works really well.
It really does.
And Sam, as he was working with the papers, he was coming down going, "What do you think of the daisies?" He was like, "How do you?" And I went, "Well, what do you think of them?" And he was like, "I really like them and I love them." I was like, "They work so well in here."
Well, you just put glitter on and look like they're frosted, don't they?
They do. I mean, look at that. Look at that detail of that design in there. This is just screaming out to put gilding on here. Gilding waxes, metal leaf, all that sort of stuff. You just need to give it a go. And you know what? Today for £24.99,
I know,
that's something you do not want to miss out
I mean,
on.
you've got a £5 saving on something that's brand new. Then you get your discount. Then you get your points back. And there's no postage because it's digital, which is incredible.
All of this.
So tomorrow when we're on at 9 o'clock, you'll be crafting along. How about that? Wendy Corbett says you two are going to be double trouble this weekend. Me this weekend. That's nothing unusual, is it?
Oops.
There's nobody in the building. Well, Diane's in it. She'll know. Have to be good.
I
won't be around to next week, but we'll try and sneak on. Please do. It'll be hilarious, whatever happens. We're going to have a lot of fun. So tomorrow we've got brand new dies from in the studio.
In studio tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
Lovely. Windows. Oh, what do you see? Then we've got, so that's 9 and 11.
Then this.
Then
we've got a little look at it with some more
9.
inspiration. Yeah.
10 o'clock is Storage Solutions.
It is.
Wait till you see what I've got for you tomorrow. Thinking brilliant.
Oh, I love. Oh, yeah.
Right,
You
that
have some exciting
folder.
goodies. I'm a bit
Right.
jealous, actually.
You can do it with me if you want.
Might come and join you.
Yeah, do that. Then 11 o'clock we've got the dies again. 12 o'clock is
Candle making.
And 1 o'clock is...
I think is it
Oh, it's me, happy hour.
Happy hour.
Oh, we've got some good deals on that as well. I'm like, yeah, bring it on. And then Saturday, we're doing...
Candle painting.
Airbrushing. And then I'm on with Simon Owls again.
And then...
Shall I tell him what...
Go
Shall
on,
I?
do it.
So
I don't know.
He's bringing... What time is it? Right, we can't get in trouble now.
Okay.
He's bringing a product to wear, bearing in mind that me and Simon both have a bit of a wicked sense of humour, called Hairy Mary.
We'll leave that with
And
you.
that is followed by Linda Chapman for 2 hours.
It is.
So we'll see you tomorrow, bright and early, 8 o'clock. I'm going to leave you with that picture in your head. See you then. Bye.